All right. What's up? It's your girl, Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And I'm coming back at it with another video. And the video I'm going to be talking about is this situation that went down between Armon Wiggins and Reynolds on the Fox Soul show. Now, if you guys know, or some of you may not know, Armon recently is the newest addition to Fox Soul. He was able to snag the job after Funky Dineva. And from what I hear, he has been killing it over there. Unfortunately, I have been so wrapped up in my dating show and trying to get that off the ground and up and moving that I have not really got a chance to really sit and dive in and watch the show. But the chatter that I hear from online, I hear a lot of people say good things about Armon being a addition to the show. Now, a lot of chatter that I seen when all of this stuff hit the fan was that people were saying, now again, I have not watched it for myself. I probably will at a later date carve out some time to kind of watch and see what this dynamic truly is and see what's really going on. But I'm just going to tell y'all what I read in the comments. So according to the comments, Armon being the newest addition, there is a lot of people who are saying that Reynolds would pretty much try to like little boy Armon. And y'all already know the things that Armon has gone through in the industry, trying to get his footing in the industry and trying to make a name for himself in this blogger YouTube space and basically trying to level himself up. Now, in his transition from YouTuber to Fox Soul to whatever other endeavors that he's had, he started out with trying to be a mentee for Tasha K. That kind of went south. It did not really work. After a short amount of time, they became ultimate frenemy enemies or whatever. And he would stay on her head. She would stay on his head. And it just would be like a big back and forth. Now, after the situation with him becoming a mentee to Tasha K, he then became a mentee to Jason Lee, trying to get his footing again in the industry and leveling up his position as a blogger and opening up opportunities for himself. Now, from what I heard when he went live and he talked about him falling out with Jason Lee, he talked about how there would be a lot of backbiting things going on behind the scenes. And he would talk about in his epic live where he burned like Jason Lee's book and all that, he would say how Jason Lee would try to behind the scenes stop his bag and stop him from elevating, and that situation went south as well. Now that we are up to his opportunity with Fox Soul, I'm hearing that it is a big bag over there. Okay, so congratulations to him from snagging it. But now after all of this is going through and all of this is going down, I hear that the show that they had scheduled for today got canceled after this epic roast. Reynolds was mad. He was upset. He was going off and all of the things. And so I'm trying to wonder where that leaves Armon and Reynolds in the show altogether. Now, but it appears that whenever it is one of their birthdays, they do a roast. Okay, so they do this kind of roast that they roast each other and things like that. Now, this is the roast that set everything on fire. But before we go into how Armon roasted Reynolds, we're going to see how Reynolds roasted Armon. Now, some of you may or may not know, it was recently Armon's birthday. I want to say 2 weeks ago or something like that. And it was his time to be in the hot seat to get roasted. I'm going to play a little bit and then I'll take it off the screen and we'll just listen to the audio. We'll do it that way. All right. So this is Armon's roast.
Me and Al didn't come hard enough on this. I don't know. So soulmates, you can go in. You got permission to go in. For you to join in the fun as well. And
all right. So this is Armon's birthday roast.
And soulmates, we like for you to join in the fun as well. And, please throw some shady comments in the chat and I'm going to read them to him because, maybe me and Al didn't come hard enough on this. I don't know. So soulmates, you can go in. You got permission to go in. All right, Al. Go ahead and kick us off.
All right. So Al is going to kick it off. And they're looking, and Claudia is looking for them to get roasted, because she's like, listen, if we didn't go hard enough, y'all go harder. So they're really looking for this roast to be epic, and they're looking for their host to be dragged. Now, I don't know why they want their host to be dragged so much, because it's like, you know, us bloggers is sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we give our opinion on things, and even though we tell how we feel, ultimately, you know, we sensitive. Like, why y'all want each other to be dragged so much? And hold on one second, because let me turn down the light. I'm a little too bright up in here. Hold on, wait 1 second. Let me turn off. Let me turn down my light a little bit. Hold on, it's a little too bright. I don't know if I turned it down enough, but I just feel like, oh well, shoot, we just gonna be bright today. I'm gonna fix the lighting later. So Lego, Al is gonna kick it off. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, then I'm gonna take the video off the screen. And we're gonna go into it.
Yeah. All right, soulmates, ladies and gentlemen, gather around for a moment to celebrate and slightly roast our birthday star, the fabulous 36-year-old YouTuber who keeps us all on our toes. Now, turning 36 is a big deal, Armon. They say with age comes wisdom, but in your case, I think it just means more controversial hot takes and viral video moments. But seriously, beneath those takes and videos is a person who's unapologetically themselves, and that's something that I know I admire, and all our soulmates, and Claudia does too. Happy birthday, friend, and I wish you all the best on your 36th birthday.
Oh, you could have came harder than that. You should have left the night at the. You supposed to leave it off. It makes you dumb.
Not my personality, brother.
No, I like it. Thank you, Al.
All right. So Al didn't roast him at all. Okay, like he didn't roast him at all. He just basically gave him compliments more than a roast. Now, Armon roasted him. And not only did he roast him, he really I feel like he really told him how he felt. Okay, like he really used this opportunity to tell him anything that was bothering him, anything that he felt some type of way about. He used this opportunity to seize and say what he wanted to say, period. And as y'all know, Armon don't hold nothing back. He gonna tell you how he feel. He done told me how he done felt about me. It's just, you know, hey, this is what we do. We say what we say. We feel, say how you feel. Put it out there. Say what's on your chest, period. So let's roll it.
And remember all the great things I've said about you at the top of the show, Al. You know, but because this is truly your birthday. Now, everyone, I wrote it down. Gather round. It's roast time, okay? Today we're celebrating our very own Al Reynolds' birthday.
All right, so Armon started his off with a disclaimer, okay? Armon started his off with a disclaimer, and he basically was saying, listen, even though I might get nasty with you, even though I might say some nasty things to you, remember I've said good things about you too. Remember I have said some good things about you too. So keep that in mind as well. And as he's getting started, Al Reynolds is looking like, where is he about to go with this? Where is he about to go with this? Like, where is he about to take it? He looked like, what you about to say? What's going on? So, this is Armon. This is Al. Armon is roasting Al. As you see, he got the happy birthday stuff. Okay? Let's play it. Some on.
Birthday. Al, you're a man of many talents, some of which include being messy, causing drama, and having a knack for making our workplace feel like a reality TV show. Al's got a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates. It's like he's got a PhD in two-faced study. Okay. Due to Al's special relationship with management and his hypersensitivity, we are not allowed to talk about his failed marriage. So even though he's brought it up many times, I'll steer clear of that topic to keep my job. Now, but wait, there's more. Al fancies himself as the facts guy, but somehow he never seems to get the actual facts right. He's also a talk show host who's supposed to have all the strong opinion, but the guy can't form a thought without his notes. Seriously, I've seen grocery store lists with more spontaneous insight. And let's not forget his legendary struggle with names and words. Al, it's successful, not successful. It's like watching a toddler trying to pronounce spaghetti. Oh, and how could I forget Al's clout chasing antics? He's got all these celebrities friends, but the best part, none of these celebrities actually know they're supposed to be friends with him. As if that wasn't enough. Al is currently on a mission to get our talk show canceled. His nasty, childish, slightly jealous attitude is working overtime to torpedo our show. It's like he's auditioning for a soap opera villain role. But despite all the chaos, let's not forget it's your birthday, Al. Okay? So here's to you. May your future be as drama-free as your past has been drama-filled. Happy birthday, Al.
That was a roast.
That was ratchet, and I enjoyed every second of it. Thank you, Armon. Thank you.
Yes, and remember all the great things I've said about you at the top of the show, Al.
All right. So that was the roast, and Al was absolutely heated. Now, before I go to playing a snippet of Funky Dineva's live, what I will say, again, I have not watched this show. I don't know the dynamic, but I do know Armon's history of feeling like he has been backstabbed, people's trying to stop his blessings, and people trying to like step on his level up. Now, if it is true, and all I could do is go off of the comments of people saying that Al Reynolds, it has been trying to little boy him, trying to son him, and things like that. If anything that he said in the roast is true, now I don't know if the roast was the right time to kind of like lay his feelings out there. I feel like that's something that he probably could have told Al how he felt on like a one-on-one and then kind of aired it out or whatever. It feels like this is the first time Al has even heard that he felt like that. But I think that because Armon has been slighted so many times and felt like so many people are trying to stop his blessings, when it came to Al Reynolds, yet another platform that he's on, another chance that he's leveling up, I feel like he probably took it personal. If anything that he's saying is true, I understand him feeling slighted and feeling some type of way and feeling like, you know what? I done tried it with Tasha K, and I tried to level up, tried to be a mentee. I tried to go to Jason Lee, and I tried to get in the game that way. Now I have this opportunity with Foxo, and then here is yet another person backbiting, trying to, you know, kill the show, stop my blessings, step on my toes, and things like that, and feeling like every step I go forward, there's somebody who's putting salt in the game to kind of take me steps back. Again, this is just the surface level that I picked up from reading the comments, looking at what he said, and seeing kind of like from what the comments say, from how the read went, and all of that. That's just kind of my assessment of it. I feel like Armon is fed up with people trying to stop his blessings, stop and block his level up. And I mean, was this the right time to air that out? Probably not. Probably not. But I feel like if those are his feelings and that's how he felt, I feel like he is valid to have his feelings. However, I feel like, you know, he should have probably approached it in another way or whatever. Probably not for his birthday, but you know, that's just my take on it. Now, a little bit after this happened, I guess Al must have thought about it, and he must have like really like sat on it and felt like, you know, damn, he really came for me. So Funky Dineva, who was the ex-host on the show, Funky Dineva used to be in Armon's seat, and then he, I guess, left the show, and then Armon was kind of like the replacement. Funky Dineva was Al Reynolds' go-to to vent to about the situation. So he basically called into Funky's live, and he was heated about how Armon came for him on this show. So I'm going to pull that up, and then we're going to talk some more. So this is Funky Dineva's live that he did yesterday. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. But while he was on live, he was basically going over like the hot topics, the things that, you know, are going on with celebrities right now. While he was talking on his live, Al Reynolds basically called into the live, and then he was pretty much going off on Armon in this situation. So if you guys can see or may not, Funky is to the bottom right here. He's a little bit small, and then he's gonna go big. So let's play a little bit of it, and then we will go from there.
The beautiful thing about it is Tiana Taylor don't need them $8,000. She really don't. She don't need. Oh, this Al calling me right here. This Al right here. Hey.
Listen.
Hold on before you talk.
No,
Hold on, I'm on live.
You need to hear this on live.
Hold on. People can hear you.
I don't give a fuck. When I tell you go back and watch TGIF tonight, go back and watch TGIF tonight.
What happened?
Go back and watch TGIF tonight, and you tell me if I don't have a reason. Ooh, you filming me?
I told you was live.
Oh, my bad. Go back.
But he started off saying, I don't care if you live, like you need to hear this live. So Al Reynolds knew he was live. Let's bring that back. He knew he was live because he said, I don't care if you live, like you need to hear this even if you're on live or something like that.
The beautiful thing about it is Tiana Taylor don't need them $8,000. She really don't. She don't need. Oh, this Al calling me right here. This Al right here. Hey.
Listen.
Hold on before you talk.
No,
I'm on live.
You need to hear this on live.
Hold on. People can hear you.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so he said, you need to hear this on live. And then he acted surprised that he was on live when he said, you need to hear this on live. Am I tripping? Like, he knew. Like, what? Hold on. Let me bring it back a little bit.
Lee just went through divorce. And we, her and her husband, and she said, this divorce should be quick, easy, and simple. She was like, I don't want spousal support or child support. She was like, I don't even want it. She makes good money. She was like, I just want to be divorced. She's like, I just want to be divorced. I don't want nothing. Here is the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing about it is the dollars. She really don't. She don't need. Oh, this Al calling me right here. This Al right here. Hey.
Listen.
Hold on before you talk.
No,
I'm on live.
You need to hear this on live.
Hold on. People can hear you.
I don't give a fuck. When I tell you go back and watch TGIF tonight, go back and watch TGIF tonight.
What happened?
Go back and watch TGIF tonight, and you tell me if I don't have a reason. Ooh, you filming me?
I told you was live.
But see, he knew he was live. Somebody in the comments said, I think he was so heated that he didn't think he was on live, but he was watching him be on live. So if he wasn't watching him and know that Funky was live, he would not have seen Funky put the thing to the camera. Immediately when Funky put the phone to the camera, he was like, oh, you filming me? Like, he knew he was on live. So we're not going to act like Al didn't know Funky was on live, because he was watching the live in order for him to see exactly when Funky put the phone up on the live. He knew he was on live. He knew he was on live, period. Like, he knew. He was watching it. That's like, because if I'm calling one of my friends and I'm venting, I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not looking at social media. I'm just going off because somebody had me effed up. He was literally watching it so he knew it was he knew it was live because he was watching it in real time. So anyways,
oh, my bad. Go back. Hey friend, go back and watch TGIF tonight and call me back.
All right, bye.
All right. So that was the conversation, and Funky ended up hanging up the phone, and he was pretty much like, I don't know if I should be in them people's business, not in their business, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, blase, blase, blase. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I'm going to go to the neighborhood talk, and I'm going to read some of the comments, and then that'll be it for this video. But I wanted to just come and give you guys some topic that was kind of brewing, you know, right here, right now, and see what y'all felt about it in the comments. So let's make some of these comments big. Okay. And by the way, before I start making these comments big, I am doing an LGBT Pride Edition dating show. Now, I did a show with, you know, heteros and all of that, the men and the women, matching them up. Now, this coming week, I am going to do LGBT Edition with singles in Los Angeles. So far, I have been getting a lot of people interested in the show, but I want as much variety as possible. So if you are in the Los Angeles surrounding areas and you can get to LA and you want to be a part of this show, I'm going to be filming it this coming week. Definitely contact me. Wait, what happened to my camera? Like, what happened to my camera? All right, my camera went out. I don't know what happened. So anyways, if you are in the Los Angeles area and you want to be on the show, I am doing LGBT Pride Edition. I am doing a segment with women in the LGBT, and I am also doing a segment with men in the LGBT. I think it's going to be hilarious. I think it's going to be a good time. I'm going to be doing 2 separate shows. Contact me on Instagram, neek@night_, or you can contact me on my other Instagram, which is Miss LeClaire, MSLACLAIRE, or my regular smegular Instagram for this page, neek@night_, spelled exactly like my channel. Now, let's read through some of these comments that people made about Al and Armon and the show and all of that. So let's see some of the comments. Someone says, that wasn't a roast, that was personal. Another person says, I know they had to have a meeting with HR after this. Another person says, I knew Armon was the absolute wrong choice, red flag. That's why I haven't watched since Funky left, and I'm not even an Al fan at all. Another person says, and this is what I've seen a lot, where they said, Al speaks down on him and tries to little boy Armon. Armon peep game and read him for filth. Another person says, I would have hung up the damn computer. Another person says, Al called Funky while he was on live. He was pissed. Another person says, Claudia fed Armon the tea. Funky said not too long ago he wasn't going to speak on the split from Foxo, but he said Claudia. Okay. Somebody said, they said roast, not barbecue. All right. Another person says, y'all should have added the clip of him calling Funky. All right. Another person says, that was personal and vicious, and Claudia was behind it. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that Claudia is the one behind it. All right. Another person says, this is why I ain't watched since Funky left. Another person says, Claudia is the underlying cause. If you don't watch TGIF, then you wouldn't understand. Claudia's had an attitude with Al all week. Now she's smiling, ? Sounds like Armon is doing her dirty work. Glad Funky got out of there. This show is awful now. Okay, another person says, oh, the Funky Bunch is ready for tonight's live, honey. Woo, we knew that call was from something fire. This was personal, not a roast. Another person says, Armon is going to get fired. Mark my words. Hell, we told them not to hire him anyways. Another person says, shaking my head, Al and Funky used to throw fun/good shade. This new dynamic seems kind of off to me. Another person blames Claudia and says, I blame Claudia. Al called Funky on live cursing and screaming. So this is why he called Funky on live going off and cussing? Another person says, He called out and the show is canceled tonight. He just posted. Another person says Claudia is having a time up there, LOL. Another person says that Armon was being mean. Another person says they says Al has been coming for Armon since day one. All right. And so on and so forth down the line. And y'all let me know what y'all think. This person right here also said Al deserved all of that smoke. So I'm gonna have to see what it is that Al has been doing that people are saying he was deserving of the smoke. What is going on? What is happening? Another person says Al has been belittling to Armon. Apology after apology. He should have cursed Armon and let him know how he felt. All right. So anyways, Al's been messy since basketball-wise, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's all of the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Again, I have a Pride Edition dating show coming up that I'm going to be filming this coming week. If you want to be a part of the show, if you are single and in the Los Angeles area, make sure to contact me. Matter of fact, let me post up my flyer on the screen so that y'all can see it before we go. This is the flyer right here. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me make it smaller. Okay, so this is my flyer right here. So it says, dating show, Pride Edition, Finding Bae. Okay, casting singles for YouTube speed dating show, looking for fun, outgoing personalities to meet their match, and it's going to be filmed in Los Angeles. If you guys want to be a part of the show, definitely hit me up on Instagram, neek@night_, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.